ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Hunter. I'm chairman of a startup business called Kerv. I'm actually representing also as chairman here today Panovate, which is a startup venture principally owned and sponsored by Pan 11, part of the keynote sponsors here today, and also W2 Global Data, who you'll hear from the CEO Warren later on as well. Let me briefly start, take you into a short video.
There are times when carrying a wallet or purse is impractical, uncomfortable, or just a little bit risky. So we made Kerv, the world's first contactless payment ring. Now you can leave all this at home and still pay for stuff with a single gesture. No PIN or paired smartphone required. You can use Kerv to make instant payments anywhere that displays the contactless payment symbol, which at last count was over 38 million locations worldwide. Engineered from zirconia technical ceramic, Kerv is hypoallergenic, nearly as scratch-resistant as diamond, and waterproof. And unlike power-hungry smartphones or smartwatches, Kerv never needs charging. But there's more to Kerv than just payments. If you're in London, you can simply tap in on buses and on the underground, avoiding card clash and that frenzied search at the barrier for your ticket or Oyster card. You can also store contact details to share with friends or colleagues at the tap of an NFC-enabled phone. And you can even use Kerv to operate an NFC door lock to access your home or office. Kerv, the world's first contactless payment ring.
So I hope that gives you a very quick view of what Kerv is. A little bit about the evolution of contactless payments. We've really seen it move very quickly now. Probably over the last 5-10 years, we're seeing contactless virtually on all cards that we're getting from our banks, debit cards, credit cards, etc. And at last count, I think there's 38 to 40 million contactless terminals around the world already. And MasterCard and Visa have committed that all POS terminals by 2020 will have contactless functionality. But there's always a problem, you know, what you're trying to do when you're in a hurry, you're trying to grab something, you want to pay for something, where's your card, etc. One of the design philosophies around Kerv is that it's always on hand. We're seeing also some great businesses like Barclays and Apple really taking contactless to the next stage, and these are companies that are really giving a good foundation for what we're trying to do. We believe that the wearables technology is something that's very, very convenient for our customers. As you can imagine, you know, there's many scenarios where you just don't have chance or time to look for that payment card in your pocket. So we've designed this contactless payment ring. It will be one of many new products that we're bringing to market, but at the moment, this is the first commercially available contactless payment ring anywhere in the world. Okay, so a little bit about the design philosophy of the product. We wanted to make it practical. We didn't want it to be reliant on any kind of battery internally, or we wanted to make sure it was waterproof, obviously shock resistant, made from very high quality technical ceramic materials. So that's really where we come to. We want to make it a very practical product. It also needs to be functional. Of course, it must do the basic things like contactless payments. We want to do more than that. We want to make it available for transport, etc. And as you saw briefly in the video, there are many other functionalities that we can offer with it as well. Most important from our point of view was it had to be desirable. Okay? Some of the products out there just don't cut it when it comes to desirability. They may be made of plastic or very basic materials. We really wanted this to be a product that somebody wished to have and wear with pride. So this is some of the reactions we get when we use the product. When I first used mine in a bar in London, and it was actually on Halloween evening, and literally the barman asked me if it was witchcraft, which I thought was quite appropriate. The future, what does the future hold for us? Well, as you can imagine, we're in a business that's early stage. We're very, very fast moving. There's lots going on. There's a lot of things we're trying to do to bring to market already. We're seeing, obviously, multiple products for fitness. We're seeing, for example, this hotel is a Starwood group. Part of Starwood are looking at how to use or how to provision your hotel room key onto your mobile. This is something that could also be done to the Kerv ring, for example. Likewise, we're seeing concert venues and sports venues, ability to pay and use double up with access with the product. and also potentially, for example, access to your car as well. So these are some of the future things we're looking at. But being more specific, some of the immediate things we're working on now, auto top up. This is basically where, because the Kerv account is a prepaid MasterCard account, where you have to preload it. You put money onto it. When you spend money, it drops to a certain level. You can decide, actually, I want to auto top up. So it actually doesn't need to be you don't need an intervention to load the product. So that's something very important for us. Unusually, in this world, we've launched the business, even though we don't have a mobile app ready yet. And again, it's about being fast to market. So the mobile app is within probably the next 6 weeks or so. It hasn't stopped take-up. We're now shipping thousands of these units every month. And we want to put loyalty into the product as well. We will be developing more and more new products. We see the next big thing for us as being watch straps, actually. People would like to keep their watch, but they're happy to change their watch strap. This is our research, and this is something where we're going next. These are the markets that we're focused on, anywhere in the single European payment area. Plus, we see strong contactless penetration in Australia, US, and Canada, so they're markets that we're looking at as well. And finally, I think one of the most important things that really unlocks this product for a lot of the bank partnerships in the future is how we go through tokenization, and we're working very closely with MasterCard using their MDES Express functionality so that the product can be provisioned onto any existing debit or credit card of any card issuer as long as they adopt the MDES Express functionality. So that in a nutshell is Kerv. Thank you very, very much.